A ring falls into a trash bin, and one woman makes a choice that changes everything. Tonight, stay close to this moment. You'll hear this story in slow, clear English, and the subtitles will be on screen to help you follow each feeling and each small detail. As you listen, here is one question for you. Why does Chloe return the ring instead of keeping it? Write your answer in the comments in English. It's a good way to remember the story more clearly. Now, let's step into the noise of the street where two broken hearts are about to meet.
Sorry, can you spare some change?
Not right now, okay? I'm sorry.
I heard those words many times every day, but that day felt different. I was standing on a busy street with my hand out, asking people for a little money or maybe some food. Most people walked past me like I was not there. Some looked away, some frowned, some acted afraid. I was used to it, but it still hurt. Then I heard a man's voice behind me.
Grace?
I turned my head a little. A tall man in a dark suit was standing near the sidewalk. His face had changed in a second. A moment before, he had looked tired and lost in thought. Now he looked shocked, like he had just seen the most important person in his life. A beautiful woman in a bright coat stopped and looked at him.
What happened?
He took a breath and stepped closer to her.
I just realized that I was dating the most amazing woman in the world. I love you. Will you marry me?
My hand slowly dropped to my side. Even people passing by turned to look. It felt like the whole street had gone quiet. The woman stared at him.
No.
The man blinked.
No? What do you mean? We talked about forming a family.
She said.
Yes, but I'm not going to marry a man who doesn't come home from work.
He stood there with a small ring box still open in his hand. His face went pale. For a moment he looked like he had forgotten how to breathe. Then she turned and walked away. I watched him stay there alone, holding the ring like it had suddenly become something heavy and useless. People began moving again. The city sound came back. Cars honked. Shoes hit the ground. Someone laughed in the distance, but he still stood there, broken in the middle of it all. After a long moment, he shut the ring box and threw it into a trash bin near me. Then he walked away. I looked at the bin, then at his back. My heart beat fast. I knew I should not touch it. It was not mine. But I also knew that a ring like that should not lie next to old paper cups and rotten food. I stepped closer, reached into the bin, and took the ring box out.
Wait.
I turned. My friend Mia sat near the wall with two old bags beside her. Her hair was messy, but her eyes were sharp. On the street, sharp eyes mattered.
Where are you going?
She asked. To give this back, I said. She laughed.
Yeah, and then you'll have a rich wedding with him by the dumpster.
I'm serious.
Just keep the ring. Nobody is going to take anything from your hands, especially not him.
But I was already moving. I ran after the man in the suit. Sir, he turned around slowly. I held out the small box. You came with this ring today. I think this is yours.
I don't need it, thank you.
He looked at the ring, then at me. His eyes were dark with pain. Just like your bride? I asked quietly before I could stop myself. He stared at me.
What did you say?
I swallowed. Why did you give up on your girlfriend very fast? His face hardened.
Listen, you have no idea what it means to be rejected and humiliated like this in public.
I met his eyes. Yes, I do understand. I get rejected 100 times a day when I ask people like you for money or food. He looked at me more carefully then, as if he was seeing me for the first time. I went on before I lost my courage. I didn't want to beg on the street. I didn't want to sell my house to save my sick mother either, but I did it. I fought for the person I loved. You don't even want to try to fight for yours. As soon as I said it, I wanted to take the words back. Why was I telling him this? I never spoke about my mother to strangers, never. That pain was mine alone. But something about him made the words come out. His expression changed. The anger left his face. In its place came surprise, then shame, and then something softer. For a moment neither of us spoke. Then he said,
Wait.
I thought he might take the ring and leave. Instead, he looked toward a small food stand across the street.
Can I buy you lunch?
I almost laughed because it sounded unreal. Raspberry or peach? The seller asked when we reached the drinks. I haven't eaten anything for 2 days, I said, so I don't care. The man looked at me quickly, and I wished I had not said that. But he did not pity me in the way most people did. He simply bought more food. We sat at a small table outside. I ate too fast at first. The sandwich was warm and the bread felt soft in my mouth. For a few seconds I forgot the cold nights, the hard ground, the shame, all of it. How delicious, I said with my mouth half full. I missed food. He smiled a little. I froze. Sorry.
No.
He said gently.
Please eat.
I took another bite. He watched me, then leaned forward.
You have a little.
He lifted his hand, then stopped.
May I?
I nodded. He brushed a crumb from the corner of my mouth with his thumb. His touch was light, careful. My heart gave a strange jump. He pulled his hand back at once.
Sorry. Did I say something wrong?
I shook my head. No.
Would you like some more?
He asked. For real?
Sure.
He bought me another sandwich, hot tea, and even dessert. I could hardly believe it. Then he said,
I can also get you money for a hostel and some better clothes, obviously.
I stared at him. People sometimes threw coins at me without looking at my face. People offered old food like they were feeding an animal. But no one had looked at me with kindness like this. No one had spoken to me like I still mattered.
You know what?
He said suddenly.
Wait here.
He went to a shop nearby and came back with a clean coat and a soft scarf. He held them out to me. My heart seemed to stop. He was the first person who didn't turn away from me. I put on the coat. It was warm, and it smelled like soap and new cloth.
There.
He said.
That's much better.
I wanted to cry. Instead, I laughed a little because crying would have broken me. Dylan, you're amazing. I don't know how to thank you.
It's nothing.
He said, but his smile faded almost at once. He looked at his phone. The screen lit up, then went dark again. I saw pain return to his face. "It's your girl?" I asked. He gave a bitter laugh.
Yeah, with my boss, maybe. Now I know why he put so much work on my plate. God, I was stupid.
"Don't say that," I said. "You're wonderful and kind. She just doesn't see it." He looked away. Before me sat a proud man whose heart was broken. He was trying hard to be strong, but I could see he needed someone to stand beside him. An idea came to me so suddenly that I almost smiled. "You know what?" I said. "It's time to show her what kind of man she lost." He frowned.
What?
"Here's what I need. One of your ex's dresses, a shower, and dinner." He stared at me. "A nice dinner," I added. Later, when I stepped out after the shower, his eyes widened. I wore a dark dress that fit me almost perfectly. My hair was clean and loose over my shoulders. I had used only a little makeup, but my face no longer looked tired and gray from the street. He stood still for a second.
Wow.
"Why are you looking at me like that?" I asked, suddenly shy. "I still can't believe I'm the same girl you met this morning. I look weird, right?"
No,
he said softly.
you look very beautiful.
I thought he was only being polite, but my heart still skipped a beat. On the way to dinner, I told him one more thing about myself. 2 years ago, I said, trying to sound casual, I was Miss Springfield. He almost missed the next step.
What?
2 years in a row. He stared at me.
Wow.
I laughed. Life changes fast. He looked at me for a long moment.
Yes,
He said quietly.
it does.
The restaurant was bright and elegant, full of music, glasses, and soft light. I had not been in a place like that for a long time. For a second, I felt afraid that someone would see through me, that they would know I had slept outside the night before. But Dylan offered me his arm, and I took it. Then I saw her, Grace. She was sitting at a table with a man a little older than Dylan. He wore an expensive suit and had the smooth, cold smile of someone used to getting everything he wanted. Dylan stopped.
Grace?
She turned.
Dylan, Mr. Simmons, what a pleasant surprise.
Mr. Simmons stood up and smiled too widely.
Yes. We were just discussing the upcoming.
Dylan cut him off.
Right. Mr. Simmons, let's not talk about work. Our girls might get bored.
Yes.
The older man said, though his eyes had already moved to me. Grace looked me up and down.
And who is she?
Dylan straightened.
I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce you. This is my new friend, Chloe.
I gave her a small smile. Grace's eyes narrowed.
Is she wearing my dress?
Dylan did not even blink.
What? No, of course not. I just got it for her. So, officially, it is not yours.
I had to look down to hide my smile. Exactly, I said. Grace's face became hard.
Wonderful.
Dylan turned to me and held out his hand.
Let's dance.
Despite the anger in her eyes, we walked to the dance floor. The music was slow at first. His hand rested at my waist. Mine lay on his shoulder. We moved carefully, then more easily. Soon we were laughing. He spun me once, and I almost forgot where we were. The room, the pain, the shame from the street, Grace's jealous stare, all of it began to disappear. We drank sweet cocktails after that and talked like old friends, though we had met only hours before. Strange and warm feelings grew between us, something quiet but strong. I could not explain it, but I knew I did not want the evening to end.
You're taking me back?
He said as we danced again. To where?
To life.
I looked up at him. He was not watching Grace. He was not thinking about the woman who had hurt him. He was looking only at me.
How did you do that?
He asked. What are you talking about?
How did you do this to me?
Before I could answer, Grace came toward us quickly. Her cheeks were red with anger.
Dylan,
She said sharply.
I need to talk to you.
He did not move.
I'm busy. Chloe.
He said at first by mistake, because he was still looking at me. Then he turned.
Grace, I'm busy.
Stop fooling around.
She snapped.
We need to talk.
Is there anything to talk about?
She stepped closer.
Stop it! Dylan, you're going to marry me, so don't act like you don't care. I know you still have feelings for me.
He looked at her with a face I could not read.
I'm sorry. It'll only be a minute.
He told me. He went with her. I stood alone near the dance floor and felt the warm light of the room turn cold. I needed to wake up. What had I been thinking? Between me and Grace, of course he would choose her. She belonged in his world. I did not. I was just a homeless woman in borrowed clothes. When the evening ended, all I would have were memories of him and another cold night outside. I turned away and nearly walked into Mr. Simmons. He smiled, but there was something dirty in that smile.
Is $200 enough?
He asked. I frowned. Sorry.
You think I don't recognize the tramp who was begging downtown?
He said in a low voice.
You're mistaken if you think you belong here.
My body went stiff. It's you who is mistaken, I said, about many things. He stepped closer.
How much do you want?
I'm not interested. He laughed under his breath.
Listen. Everything has a price. Even Grace. She's the one who will marry Dylan. Not you. So what's yours?
Another word, I said, my voice shaking with anger, and I'll slap you in the face.
Oh, sweetie.
He said, reaching for my arm.
I'm willing to pay extra for that spirit.
I jerked away from him. Let me go. Then a voice like thunder came from behind us.
What the hell are you doing?
Dylan.
Mr. Simmons let go at once and stepped back.
Look.
He said quickly.
she sells herself.
Dylan hid his hand away from me.
Hands off.
The room went silent around us. Mr. Simmons tried to laugh it off, but Dylan's face was cold with fury.
You're fired.
Dylan said.
And you can beg on the street with your lies.
Grace gasped.
Dylan!
He did not even look at her. He turned to me at once.
Are you okay?
Yes, I whispered. Yes, thank you. His eyes were full of feeling now, open and honest and sure.
You are not a tramp.
He said.
You are the most wonderful girl I have ever met.
Dylan,
I don't know how you did this.
he said, his voice unsteady.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but it took me half a day to fall in love with you.
My breath caught. Dylan, I'm the homeless woman who asked you for money?
No,
He said.
you're a girl with a friend, a place to stay, and, if you agree, a boyfriend.
I could not speak for a second. My eyes filled with tears. Then he reached into his pocket and pulled out the ring box.
Now I understand why I had to buy this ring.
He said. He opened it. I looked at him, at the ring, at the man who had seen me when the rest of the world had not. The next thing I knew, the ring was on my finger. That was how I met my future husband. And that was when I truly understood something I never forgot. Everyone has the right to love. It does not matter where you come from, what clothes you wear, or what people think when they pass you on the street. The important thing is to fight for love when it comes into your life. I did, and so did he.
And after all that noise, the story leaves us with something warm and quiet in the heart. Chloe was seen with kindness when the world had stopped seeing her, and that changed everything. Now let me ask you the same question again. Why does Chloe return the ring instead of keeping it? Write your answer in the comments in English. Even a short answer can help you use simple English in a real way. Before we go, here are some useful words and phrases from the story. They can help you remember the scenes more clearly and understand how the English works in the moment. Spare some change, meaning a small amount of money, usually coins, that someone gives to help another person. People often use this phrase when asking for money on the street. Here, change means coins or little money, not change as in making something different. Rejected, meaning not accepted, not welcomed, or pushed away. In the story, this word shows the feeling Chloe has when people ignore her or refuse to help her. It often describes emotional pain as well as refusal. Beg, meaning to ask for money, food, or help in a very desperate way because you truly need it. This word often carries a sad feeling because it shows that the person has very few choices left. Crumb, meaning a very small piece of bread, cake, or other food. In the story, Dylan removes a crumb from Chloe's mouth. It is a tiny detail, but it makes the moment feel gentle and caring. Stiff, meaning hard to move or suddenly tight and still. When a person is scared, nervous, shocked, or angry, their body can go stiff. It describes a physical reaction to strong emotion. Frowned, meaning made an unhappy, worried, or angry face by bringing the eyebrows down together. A person frowns when they do not like something, feel confused, or feel upset. Fight for, meaning to try very hard to keep, protect, or not lose someone or something important. In this story, it means not giving up on love when it matters. Miss Springfield, meaning the beauty queen of Springfield, or the woman who won that title in a beauty contest. When Chloe says, "I was Miss Springfield," she shows that she once had a very different life and was admired by many people. These are today's vocabulary words. If you liked this story, please like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more gentle English stories. And if you'd like to support the channel more, you can also join as a member. See you in the next story.